Kanuji, we have already started with the lesson what is democracy and why democracy. In that we completed meaning of democracy, features of democracy, merits and demerits are also done. And now we will move to the next concept, broader meaning of democracy. Let us see what is there in the broader meaning. See here, you have heard about, in your textbook they have given about democratic family, democratic teacher. It means you always expect your teacher to be a democratic, like she will treat everyone equally. In your house, when decisions are taken, you always want that both your father, mother and all the members of the family should involve while taking the decision. So such families are called as democratic families. It's not that only father will take the decision or only mother is taking the decision. Or now teacher, if teacher is not democratic, then what she will do? She will favor only one child who may be intelligent. So such teacher cannot be called as a democratic teacher. So that comes in a broader meaning of democracy. Okay, now see here point wise. First point, democratic decision involves consultation. It means, this is the broader meaning of democracy. Democratic decision involves consultation. It means if I want to take any decision, definitely I have to consult the concerned person. Like now, I cannot say that I like this, so I will take such decision. This is not democratic decision. Democratic decision means you need to discuss whether it is correct or no, whether it is okay for everyone or no. That consultation will definitely help to have a very good decision. That is the broader meaning of democracy, the first point. Second, true democracy will come to this country only when no one goes hungry to bed. This is very important, students, because people should not go to bed without eating food. It means it's just nothing but it is food problem. It is poverty. Like people are not having sufficient food in our country. Due to this, what is happening? Problem is not solved only. Then how can we call it as a democratic nation? Broader meaning means, like now, if in our country each and every one gets the basic needs, then we can call it as a democratic nation. And the third point, every citizen needs to have equal information, education and other resources. Like you can see that there is lot of difference in our society. Like only some people are getting education, those who are having money. Even the government has given free and fair, free and compulsory education from age 6 to 14, that is all right. But later the higher education and all is concerned, all are not getting opportunity to get higher education. This is how some people will be highly qualified and some are not. So this is how Indian government should think, like education should be available to all, equal information, resources, whatever resources are there, it should be available to all. Then only we can call it as a broader meaning of democracy. And the last one is, people should participate in election. Yes, that they are doing only. People are always participating in election because right to vote is given. So this is the broader meaning of democracy. And summary or revision of the lesson, only we should know some non-democratic nations which we have already discussed: Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Myanmar, Zimbabwe. So I don't want to repeat that because already you have discussed about non-democratic nations. So when in exam they will ask, differentiate between democratic government and non-democratic government, definitely you know about democratic nations features, merits and all, please write that. And in non-democratic nation, as examples I have discussed: Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf; Saudi Arabia, what kind of rules are there; Myanmar, which party is ruling; in China, which party is ruling; in Zimbabwe, why JANU PF party is exploiting. All these things are the points which you need to write in the non-democratic government. What is the role of the citizens then in a democracy? See, we cannot expect each and everything to be done by the government only. There is something, it is moral responsibility. We also have to do something. That is, we have to maintain social harmony. We have to maintain peace. We have to respect each other, and we need to play a decisive role in the establishment of a welfare government by participating and seeking to influence public opinion. It means when something is going wrong, we need to give our opinion. We need to correct the mistakes of others. We have to respect each and every religion. We have to support the government when it's correct. We have to oppose the government when it's wrong. So when we are alert, definitely the politicians can do the best they cannot misuse their power, and they will get the support from the public so they can rule better. So this is the end of the lesson, broader meaning of democracy and role of citizens in a democracy. I hope you have understood. Thank you.